Hey to all the P.I.M.O, JWs, ex-JWs, JWs, and non-JWs around the world. This is Mackie P.I.M.O, JW Jones. And I was just thinking about how below the belt and how disgusting it is for certain cults and religions to use the death of loved ones as a tool to lure emotionally vulnerable, grieving, and mentally unstable people in. You know, they sell you this light at the end of a tunnel, you know, that you can never get to. It's like one of those nightmares where you're walking in a dark tunnel and you see the light, but you just can't quite get there. And it's because the driver keeps driving at the same pace that you're walking. So unless you start running, then they're gonna go. Then the car's gonna go as fast as you run. But they're miles and miles and miles away. But you can still see the light. You know, that's how I look at it. Similar to my last video, the dangling carrot. I don't think it was that last video that I made about the dangling carrot. You jump, they raise it up. You know. But anyway, we're not talking about that. We're talking about how Watchtower uses death and disability and sickness as a tool to lure people in. And it is a clever, genius tool. An evil genius tool. You know, everybody has experienced the death of a loved one. Everybody. Unless you're too young to understand what death is, you know, if you're a young child. And even children go through tragic things. My sister, her mother died when she was 12 years old. You know, so we all experience death at all ages, the death of loved ones and things like that. And it's just so sickening to me. Like, why would you get little Susie's hopes up, you know, thinking she's gonna see her grandmother again or something like that? Why would you lie and tell little Timmy, hey, you get to see your father again? You know, if he passed away or something like that. And also, as far as disabilities is concerned, wow, I'm looking at the thermometer and it is 1 degree out here. I'm in my car. It's super freezing out here in Chicagoland. It is freezing. But why? It's so evil. That's the most evil thing you can do. It's sickening and it's evil, but they don't care. They're getting their members in because, hey, who don't want to see their grandmama again? I would love, oh my gosh, I would love to see my grandmothers again. You know, I would love to see my mother again. I would love to see my father again. I would love to see my son again. You know, who knows? Maybe in my next life, I'll be reborn and I would have been reacquainted with my mama, right? Because when you're born from a woman, right? That's thinking outside the box, way outside the box. But anyway, it's just so cruel, you know. Even to the sickening point of the paper. And I used to do this sick shit. I used to look in the paper to see who died. Or I'll go online to see who died. And I would write Or I would try to guide people towards the jw.org website on resurrection and what happens to people after they die. Oh my gosh. I feel so stupid for doing that, but don't we all? If you're an ex-witness or P.I.M.O, we all felt stupid for doing that, you know. And another thing, there was a video that I was looking at. I think her name is XJW Totally Awakened. She was talking about the disabilities of people and how, you know, they think you're just gonna walk right out that wheelchair again. And so you join a religion thinking, oh, they said I can walk again. They said we're gonna be living forever in a paradise earth, and they said that I won't be paralyzed anymore, or something like that. Or if you have something else, like, you know, you could have cerebral palsy or some kind of different ability. I don't like saying disability. I like saying different ability, because it's a different ability. It's not. It's a disability to, you know, a standard form, you know, but in my eyes, it's a different ability. You know, people with mental disorders, people with autism, you know, those are different abilities. Not something that Jehovah's gonna get rid of and tell you, hey, you won't have that anymore. But people who really struggle with their disabilities would love to change things like that. So, of course, a lot of them are gonna fall for it, and it's very, very sad and evil. It's the most evil thing you can do. You know, it's the most evil thing. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. I'm going to go in. I just got off work early because I have a doctor's appointment in the morning, and I gotta get my daughter ready for school before I even go to the doctor. So I gotta get a few hours of sleep in. So yeah. And my husband's under the weather, so I got a lot going on. That's why I haven't been posting much, because I just got a lot going on. It's life, you know. So, all right. Question everything. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to think outside the box, and don't be afraid to do outside research. This is Mackie P.I.M.O. J.W. Jones. Love you all in peace.